All right, Shalawam, Shalawam out there. We want to start off by giving all glory, praise, honor, dominion, and power unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors as always unto our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well and continue to do so. Salutations, peace, and blessings unto the hopeful elect at House of David. To you brothers out there fighting this good fight of faith, keep it up. To you sisters doing that which is becoming of women, Shalawam. And to those that are addicted unto this ministry, I say, Shalawam unto you. All right, Lord's willing, this is edifying street, Oh, yeah, I'm thinking we out on the streets. Hey, Lord's willing, this is edifying sit down. Yeah. See, we do this, Lord's willing, every Tuesday. Get together with the bros. I got the brother.
Natazak.
And the brother.
Zion Ba.
And I'm the brother YAHAWAH. And we here with another one. This will be a continuation of, on my end, we are businessmen. All right, business before pleasure, part 10. All right, so Lord's willing, this is like a swing lesson going into moving wisely. Because if you're going to be a businessman, you got to be wise. You can't just be wise with your finances, but you got to know how to speak to people, how to talk, how to move, how to get out of situations, how to quell situations, how to, what's the term that brothers use when you're trying to calm things down?
De-escalate.
De-escalate. You got to learn how to de-escalate every situation. Whether you be in the wrong or the other person is in the wrong, somebody has to be the bigger person and dip out. If a man's coming with fire, you got to pour water on that fire. You can't put more fire with his fire, and y'all both going to be destroyed. So without further ado, we're going to give you the two most important things that you could ever know, even the name of our Heavenly Father and the name of his only begotten Son, their true and proper names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Our language, the Lashwan Kodash, which means holy tongue. Lashwan meaning tongue or language, and Kodash meaning holy. Now these be the names that are written. The name of the Heavenly Father is YAHAWAH. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning exists or is to be. He is, he exists, he the existing one. For he is a rewarder of them that diligently seeks him. And in the name of his only begotten Son, who has a name that is above every name given amongst men here on earth, to the Israelite man first, and also to the believers consisting of women, children, helps of the prophets, and those that have faith, they will be calling upon that name, even that mighty name, the name YAHAWASHI. Yah meaning he, Hawashai meaning deliverer and savior. For that is exactly what he will come and do for the second time in physical form, yet as an angelic force, for we shall see him as he is, and we shall be like him. So Lord's willing, this is edifying. We're going to jump right into it. First scripture is going to be in Ecclesiastes, 10th chapter. That's in the Apocrypha. If you have the little red book, it's in that book. And if you have the 1611, go to the Apocryphal books and go to Ecclesiastes, or AKA Sirach, and go to chapter 10 and start at verse 12. Go ahead, huh?
You want me to start at verse? I'm going to start at verse 10, bro.
Okay, go.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, or the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 10. It says, the physician cut off a long disease. That's
YAHAWASHI is that physician. He has to cut off a long disease. First and foremost, we know that disease is Esau, Edom, the cancer of the earth. He's going to cut this dude out when he returns to the planet Earth to end World War III. The victor is going to be our king YAHAWASHI, and Israel is going to rule over all nations after that point. But the disease in the midst of us, it is a cancer. It is a plague among us. It is a virus. And what's that? All the things we learned in Babylon. Not to be brotherly, to look out for your own self, to do what's good for you instead of what's doing good for the body or the nation as a whole. First and foremost, beginning with the house of David. The way David moved is a statute in Israel forever. Yeah. That whoever went out to the battle, they get the same of those that took care of the equipment. They'll get the same prize, just as YAHAWASHI stated in his parable. You're all working for the same penny, whether you came and bared the heat of the day or you came in the last 11th hour. You all get the same penny. So that's just how we move. You got it, huh?
God. And he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
Hey, that's what will get you killed. You can be a king today, but tomorrow you're going to die. Then again, you have to go into the New Testament that some of us are never going to die. But guess what? Pride and anger. What goes before pride? What comes after pride?
Destruction.
So if you're proud, then you're gonna be destroyed. I don't give a damn if you in the camp. I don't give a damn if you an elder. I don't give a damn if you the top guy, top G. If you have pride, just ask King Saul. Your crown will be taken from you. Hence, YAHAWASHI said, "Let no man take thy crown." See, Saul is doing great. He's doing good. Until he heard the songs of the women singing about himself and David. And he was cool with the thousands. Like, well, I slayed my 1,000 and David tens of thousands. But then he took it to his head and feared the people. And it went to his head and he started eyeing David, which means that he started hating his brother in his heart without a cause.
Right.
And then it got to the point where he realized somebody else was anointed king. And that got into his head again. And then when he found out that it was David, he tried to not kill him, but murder him. And that goes against the law. So, and then this guy tried to sacrifice, knowing that he wasn't a Levite because Samuel was taking too long. And the Philistines was coming up against him and he got fearful of the people. And then he's supposed to kill the Amalekites. And he didn't kill them. He saved their king alive and they cattle. And then that's when the Lord was like, all right, I'm done with this guy.
These are all perfect examples, bro, of how not to conduct a business. See, him being the king of Israel, people are looking to you to lead them correctly. Okay, especially being an Israelite, we're supposed to go by the law, statutes, and commandments. And he wasn't being obedient to what his office required. Man.
He was feeling himself. And also, what's the other thing? He was feeling himself. And also, he didn't adhere to each warning. First with the songs being sung by David, he shouldn't have took it as nothing. Like, all right, that's cool. You're still the king at the end of the day. You didn't keep the command of killing all the Amalekites like the Lord commanded you to do. Then you took up an office that wasn't permitted to you or any other tribe but Levi at the time. So it was like time and time again, he just kept messing up. And then it got to the point where the Lord was like, all right, I don't want this dude no more. He's done. And then that's when Saul finally got it. And he told Samuel, turn with me, before the people. And Samuel was like, I ain't going to turn with you, like you through. I cried for you all night. And the Lord told me to shut the hell up crying for you because he was done with you. And that just goes to show you when the Lord is done, he's done with you.
Run out of Salakia.
Yep. Like you run out of, forgive me, brother. Forgive me, Salakia. You'll run out of that over time. Or if you think you too high and mighty, the Lord going to knock you down a pace. And the things that we used to glorify doing in this world is not a glory in the truth no more. No. Ain't no glory, man. Lord, I don't give a fuck. You knocked 3 niggas out. That don't mean nothing. David slayed tens of thousands because the Lord ordained those tens of thousands to be slain. Right. Same with Saul. They didn't just kill these people just to kill them. They destroyed them because the Lord told them to destroy these people and leave nobody left breathing. So that's why the women would sing songs for them, because it was the praise of the Lord to them. Just like when Shimei was casting stones at David, Abishai and I think Joab wanted to go kill him. And then David knew in the spirit, like, no, that's the Lord talking through him against me. The Lord is cursing me through this man. Leave him alone. The same with the songs. Oh, the Lord is pretty much pleased with us by these women singing songs about our victories that we fought for the Lord. You got to understand who's doing all of this. That's why Isaiah 4:1 is going to be of the Lord and not of us just going out there finding 1 million women. Oh yeah, I got 4 wives, 20 wives. We gonna know at that time that the Lord sent us these women, and they're here for nation building, and through them having our babies, that's their salvation. Right. That's their ticket out of here. So there you go.
It all goes back to the Lord's purpose. Man.
Yeah, that's it. And you got to move wisely to understand these things, because most dudes are not wise because they're not banking off the Lord's timing. They're trying to put the Lord in a box, and they eventually fall away because you're the fool who put the Lord in the box. He didn't put you in that box. He said, hey, his will be done. Do it as long as he tells you to do it. And then when it's over, it's over. Go ahead, Ak.
This is back in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 11. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms.
There it is. So when a man is dead, or you kill a man, what good did that do you? None. Now you're going to have PTSD or trauma because you fucked somebody up out of time, out of turn. Because it was when David and his men came back from those wars, did they have PTSD? No. because the wars that they fought and the people they put down was by the command of the Lord. The shit that Esau's military is doing today and all these other militaries, they're doing it off their own volition. So it hasn't fucked up in their head the shit they had to do, because it wasn't no justice or righteousness done in that. They didn't move wisely in a sense of this ain't right. That's why a lot of people get fucked up, because they go on their own volition, and then at the tail end of it is either death or you having no mind. You bugged out.
A mental breakdown.
A mental breakdown. And you'll get more a mental breakdown being in this truth than any soldier that has trauma in a war. Because this is a war, but it's spiritual, because it don't leave you. You fall out the truth, it's still in the back of your mind. Be out to dinner, you at Disney World and shit, you on it's a small world after all, and you still think about the missiles coming. You can't get that out your head.
It'll never be the same.
Yeah. Yep. You can do all the drugs you want, you can do all the bullshit that you think is gonna distract you. That you think is gonna distract you from the truth. But the truth is gonna catch up with you in the end. Same with the moving carnally. That's gonna catch up with you in the end. Somebody gonna find it out or see it. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. But that's love. For whatever brother catches that and curses you the fuck out about being carnal, that's a beautiful thing. Because if the Lord caught wind of it, or it was just the Lord and he came to see you personally, you probably wouldn't be here to breathe. Because it's like, come on, man. This is the Lord's ministry, and the ministry cannot be blamed, so we can't move stupidly out here. Go ahead, huh?
Right. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High.
That's it. That's the beginning of pride. So you think, oh, no, I'm walking with the Lord. No, you're not. Once you entered into pride, once pride entered into your mind, you already walked away from the Lord. Same with King Saul, another beautiful example of King Saul that damn Samuel said it, man. He said, when you were small in your own sight, the Lord chose you to be king. And it said something that he did, and he went away from the Lord and did the things that was displeasing to him. I forget where it is exactly, but that's exactly what Samuel was saying. Like, man, you did your own thing instead of praising the Lord. You did what you thought was right and not what the Lord said. You feared the people and not the voice of the Lord. Does the Lord have great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices? But better, he wants you to obey his voice. Go ahead,
continuing on, it says, and his heart is turned away from his maker.
Ooh, and his mind is turned away from his maker. So you through. Once you enter into the carnality, you're already done. Let's get that in Romans. Carnal mind, enmity.
All right, so this is Romans chapter 8, straight to the point at verse 6. And it reads, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
You see that? Be carnally minded is death. So you're going to die if you have a carnal mind. Pretty much, I'm going to get my lick back. I'm going to do what I want to do. A nigga wants to commit adultery and he doesn't care. Oh, I'm just going to get back with my girl. But bro, she been with like 3 dudes since your ass left. And you still want to win her back and all this bullshit. And you think it is right because maybe she do get with you. Y'all start dealing again, which is wicked. You going to die because it's off. You see it as right because you're thinking carnal and not thinking spiritual. Like, it's not right. What the fuck am I even back over here? It didn't work out the first time. That should mean something. But the nigga ain't thinking spiritually. He's thinking carnally. Or dude like, man, maybe I should knock this dude out. What is that going to do? It's only going to get you and this nigga thrown in jail or both of y'all in the grave. What's the point? You know, weigh his works in the balance and your own. Like, what's going on? When you leave that alone and leave it in the hands of the Lord, I'm telling you, there's life and peace. Because you're still alive. You have peace of mind. And the Lord is going to deal with that person directly in his own time. Go ahead,
Reading on, Romans 8 and 7, it reads, because the carnal mind is enmity against YAHAWASHI. For it is not subject to the law of YAHAWASHI.
There it is. It's not subject to the law. The law tells us what? To worship the Lord our power with all our soul, mind, might, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. Now, even if it's Jake in the world, you got to give Jake like a way out. Like, man, get out of here. Have a nice day, bro. You got it. And if he still wants to get carnal, you know, there's certain laws in different states where you know you can get down with a nigga. But that's in each of your states. We don't know where the hell you might be at in Babylon. But we know here in California, if somebody's threatening our life or we feel like we're in danger, we got a stand your ground law where we can even put that dude down because we felt threatened with his presence. Mm-hmm. But that's just the back end of the law. That's like, okay, I know I can do it, but why do it? I don't have to, but I do know what I can do if it gets to that point. If it gets to that point. Mm-hmm. But you don't want to make it get to that point. You go, oh, baby, he came out at me. But you said something to him too to provoke him, and then it's like, all right, it's a back and forth. It wasn't like you was just quiet and he just kept stepping. And you was like moving back and he kept stepping. And you just told him, all right, you step again, then it's over. And it's only for my own protection. I'm not doing it to look cool. I'm doing this so I can quell this situation. You're a threat to me, and I have to neutralize the threat. Right. Go. You had something to say, Zion?
Oh, the scripture says, if it be at all possible, be at peace with all men.
That's right. If it be possible, if it's good, if it be possible. Now, if you got to get down, you got to get down. But come on now. Jake is bugged out. Niggas is crashing out. They looking for any way out. We have to be wiser than them. We have to walk wisely unto them that are without. If a brother can get that as the next scripture. You have more on?
Kind of just a little bit more. Latter part of verse 7. Neither indeed can be. Verse 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please YAHAWAH.
That goes for us. If we're in the flesh and doing things fleshly, not spiritually, like thinking things through, then you can't please the Lord. Right. You know? And the Lord may open up that avenue and be like, well, can you do it carnally? I'm gonna try to let you do it. And then it don't work. You go, oh, okay, that didn't work. So then you go to the spiritual way, like, all right, let me just pray to the Lord and put a curse on this demon and believe that one day I'm gonna hear of his death, just like David did. Heard of the death of Saul and Jonathan, that they perished on Mount Gilboa, and all Israel was scattered like sheep with no shepherd. But it wasn't like David was happy to hear that, because you gotta remember, this was a man that was like a father to him. So he's kind of sad. But when we hear that Jake got put down rightfully for being a demon, then we gonna praise the Lord. Just like David did from the ball, that demon. Once he heard he was dead, he praised the Lord. The Lord got him. And Abigail was on the road to stop David from killing this dude. It just goes to show you, the Lord will stop you from doing too many things. He'll send somebody even as insignificant as a woman. But what did I call for though?
I don't recall.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, huh?
1 Corinthians 11:28. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup.
Want to read that again?
1 Corinthians 11:28. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup.
And that goes back to what? The Passover.
Yep.
That's what it goes back to. Let him eat of it and drink of that cup. All right? The death of the Lord. And if you drink it unworthily, then you are just as those people in the crowd saying, crucify him, let his blood be on us and our children. You're no different. You crucified the Lord. You killed him. You was with him dying. If you move carnally and you have partaken in the Passover and you saying that you believe in everything the Lord did, remember you were bought with a price. Remember where the hell you at, you know? That was it,
God.
There was something else that I was thinking. Man, I forgot that scripture I had quoted. I would have just found it myself, but damn, what was it again? Man, it'll come back to me, Lord's will. It goes with this. It's perfect. As Paul said it, but I don't remember.
About wisdom?
Yeah, to walking with them that are without. That's it. The water. Walking.
While you get that, I'm going to get, this is 2 Corinthians.
That's Colossians, brother. I believe it's 4.
Okay.
Beginning at verse 5, I think 26, I believe.
Say Colossians 4?
I can't remember.
Now, this is 2 Corinthians 13:5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that YAHAWASHI is in you, except ye be reprobates?
And what is a reprobate? A reprobate is
So outside the temple.
Somebody that can't be told anything. They're just too far gone. And then it mentions in was it Jeremiah that this shall men call them reprobate silver because the Lord have rejected them. See, the Lord sees us as gold and silver, but even the silver could be rejected. Come on now.
Yeah, because you got to remember, we're liking on the precious metals and jewelry, but even precious metals and jewelry can still have impurities in it. You know, so the chastisement we go through, man, we got to look at each one as a test. That's why when it says examine yourself, you got to examine yourself daily, because you never know when you're going to be put in a situation where you're going to have to call back to the scriptures to guide you in how to act. Especially when you consider what we're a part of, man. We're not in this for individual gain or individual notoriety. We represent a body, you know. So what we do can what's the word? It affects more than one person. Yeah. Pretty
much. You fuck up, we all fired. You know.
But that's why brothers oftentimes say make sure the ministry is blameless.
There we go. That's what I was leaning to. The water broke.
That the ministry be not blameless. That should be the that should be the spark in your head. Like no, don't do this, because you're thinking like, oh shit, if I do this, it's gonna fuck up what I got going on, what brothers got going on. The ministry is gonna be blamed because you did like a 2/3 nigga carnal worldly thing that we preach against, and you did it. So it's like now the devil has grounds to move.
Right.
Move on.
And the reason I brought that up just as a segue into us being businessmen. You know, if the CEO makes a mistake in his job, his whole company is implicated. He's not the only one that has to suffer. Everybody from the top on down gets the ramifications of that fuck up. You know. And that's how serious it is. I mean, we understand that in these last days, Esau Edom's going to come down on all of us, you know, but at all possible, we need to be blameless, you know, and have a good report. And we're not supposed to move like niggas in the world, man.
Yep, and we got to take out our steam by, like, you know, training, boxing, go running, do something. What else? Read, study, and then we have spiritual weapons to fight against niggas. And you still shouldn't be carnally taking. If a nigga tell you a mama joke, you should not give a shit. We left our parents behind when we first came to the truth. Like, fuck what they doing, man. If they need any help, like, you know, my parents are old or whatever. They need help. I got them. That's what the law say. Honor them. That's it. Like, I don't care if you talk about my woman. Who gives a shit? Shit, she may not make it. Who cares? It's like whatever people say should just roll off you like water off a duck's back. Just keep it pushing. Like, you should just keep it pushing, because it's like nothing. I mean, we gonna be like persecuted over a damn TV screen, the news, and they gonna be saying worse things than some nigga in the store can say to you.
It's most likely gonna be AI or some kind of deep fake bullshit. But you know, the Lord's gonna take care of it.
And fuck all these prank niggas, man. Doing these pranks and shit, and Jake just doing nigga shit. I see it all the time. Niggas doing TikTok challenges and dances. I just put my headphones in one ear and walk past these niggas. Or like the apostle says, if I see niggas on one side of the street, I'm crossing to the other side. Or the places I like to frequent don't have a lot of Jake around. Is the Esau, the heathen, some Jakes, you know, well-to-do Jakes will be in those areas I choose to be in, because I know stay away from niggas. Stay away from hood, carnal, dumb niggas, because you know they're going to start stupid shit.
Also,
so if you among these guys, don't expect dumb shit not to fall you in those areas where stupid niggas is at.
And not only that, but we're in this truth too to also take the load, man. We're not in the time to get retribution on Jake. That time is coming. Yeah. But for right now, you know, we're still suffering servants, man. Just walk away. And of course, in the situation, regardless of what the situation is, it's easier said than done. But that's where the discipline comes in. That's where the examining yourself comes in.
Yeah, bro.
You know, putting the things that we teach, you know, and the things that we learn into practice.
As a spirit, bro, I'm glad you said that, bro.
Doors of the word. Not this.
You got it.
So, Slakia, as the scriptures say, be ye doers of the words, not hearers only, all right? So we have to actually put these scriptures into action, as the brother was saying.
And like you said, bro, we can't just go off every impulse. We're spiritual samurai. The samurai will be in like the city streets, bro, and see a goddamn clan that they fucking fought in like 2 wars and shit. But they'll see each other in the marketplace and won't pull blades and shit. Like literally, it's a certain thing in Japanese culture, which is Jake, the samurai that was among Ammon. They would literally do the duel in their head and they'll just stare at each other. And the dude is crazy. This is the most humbling thing ever. The dude who knew he would lose to this guy, he don't give a damn how broad the dude look or how little the guy looks. He can tell just by the man looking at him and him looking at the man. They're doing the whole duel in their mind. And then the dude who leads first pretty much knows after duel, they'll probably duel 20 times in his mind. He'll know every time I will lose to this guy. Just looking at him. They don't even pull the blades. They just looking at each other. Right? First dude to lead, he knows in his mind, like, humbly, like, yeah, you got it, man. But that's the spirit. But they didn't pull blades. And this is a time where you have fucking blades on you and you could just chop a dude's fucking head clean off. And nobody would say nothing. But it just goes to show you we're in a more spiritual time than that. And that was like a warring era time, the feudal times, right? So it was like, or in Europe, they had a duel and shit. You go slap a nigga with the glove, have it drop. Like I challenge you to a duel. You had to go to that duel. And then they say, God wills it. Whoever dies, then it's the Lord's will. And whoever don't die, that's the Lord's will. We're in a more spiritual time than then. And you would think, yeah, niggas is getting carnal, niggas is crashing out, but we have to more keep the blade in the sheath. Like that dude, what's that dude, the Peterson dude? What's his name, man? It's like a philosopher dude. Jordan Peterson, this guy. He said, when he read the scripture about the meek shall inherit the earth, he said men that have swords and know how to use them, keep them sheath, is going to take over the world. He said, it sounds better, huh? He's like, but that's what it is. He said, the meek are the most deadliest men, got the swords, but they sheath them. They're going to take over the world because they're the meek. But they're the most capable and most dangerous on the planet, but they know when and how to use it. And they know now is not the time to use it yet. But we're going to inherit the earth. So I was like, that's cool. Because that's it. That's what we are. We're the meek. We got the greatest weapon on the face of the planet that cuts through bone and marrow to the spirit. That's right. But we haven't used it yet. And that makes us even more powerful. So to get a carnal little fight in, that shit is weak as hell. They ain't going to do nothing. You just going to be bruised up. Nigga going to be in a prison. You might be dead or he might be dead. But you ain't get no victory out of that. Who got the victory? You for like 5 minutes. You got a little bit of oohs and ahs, and that was it. Now your ass is in a prison cell. Instead of the Lord getting the victory, and there's a ooh and a ah for all time. Like, yeah, brother, you came through with it. You waited on the Lord, and he delivered you from that situation. That's an even greater story that you didn't have to fight. Like, yeah, I just left it in the Lord's hands, and he delivered me up out of that situation. He said this, that, and the third. Went in one ear and out the other. I went to the Lord with it, and this guy's going to die. That's a better story. Oh, yeah, I beat his ass and shit. And then, what else happened? That was it. Like, okay. Russ look at that, like, all right. All right. That's cool. Fuck, like, what did that get you? Nowhere. But Jake and yeah, but shit. Oh, they all screaming and yelling.
Nigga shit.
Like, it's just some nigga shit. Like, okay. Like what the fuck? Brothers ain't even impressed no more about some bullshit like that. Like, all right, bro, that's whatever. All right, cool, whatever. But brothers had something else?
This is Colossians, that precept.
Oh, yeah, Con.
Colossians chapter 4, beginning at verse 5.
Con.
And it reads, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time.
Now, how do you redeem the time? You got to put your attention to better things. You might have been that carnal dude in the world to knock dudes clean out. Now you got to knock them out with the word, or just don't knock them out at all. And have them see like, oh yeah, this dude don't want to be fucked with. Let me get up out of here. Or you can talk things out with the dude, like cut him with your words, or kill him with kindness.
That's what the next script says. Verse 6, it says, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt.
Yeah, because you always want to give Jake the out. I know I do. I tell Jake I'm going to fuck him up, but I like give him place. Like, hey, man, have a good day, man. You got it.
Right.
Man, you a bitch. You all this, man. It's my girl and shit. All right, bro, man, you got it. Get out of here. Now, if it gets to a point where he keep coming in your space, like I said, according to your state, you got your own laws that you can execute and knock these niggas out, or even put them to death, and you won't be reprimanded because a motherfucker got in your personal space and threatened your well-being. Well, by all means, take him out, even according to Esau's law. But why do it when you don't have to?
Right.
Or you did it out of spite, and Esau's law didn't back you, or the law of the Most High didn't back you. So now you fleeing out because you know you did something wrong. Like Adam and Eve that was hiding. And the Lord was like, man, who said you was sinning?
I see.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's how you know when Jake do something wrong. They always trying to hide it off, like because they know they're wrong in it. But if the Lord literally delivered a dude into your hands, then it's gonna be justified on all ends. Like that demon that was at the camp yelling.
Yeah.
By us bringing that law, it made it better for this nigga to be yelling. I'm like, all right, yeah, see, if he do something now we justified in Esau's law to lay him down if he comes and threatens us. Because before not knowing, it's kind of like, oh, shit, what's this fucking dude going to do? But knowing that, like, all right, I feel a little bit better. I know what he can and cannot do to me and what I can and cannot do to this guy.
According to Esau's
law.
Because he was also disturbing a religious assembly.
And that's going against what we got going on with the Lord. And the Lord is pretty much saying, cut his ass with the word. But if he get close, like Brother Red, if it be possible, live peaceable. But if he didn't make it possible, then you already know what we got to do.
The apostles are clear as far as when and how to defend ourselves, bro.
Yeah, counsel.
Even our own elders, like Elder Barak, one of the heads of the GMSLA, says to make sure you keep an arm's length distance. And if he crosses that threshold and puts his hand on you, you have a right to defend yourself. Mm-hmm. Just as Apostle RAWCHAA said, as soon as someone steps into your space and you feel threatened, or if they touch you or one of the brothers, you have an obligation to defend yourself. Mm-hmm. But other than that, words are words, man.
That's it.
Just like a brother said, let it roll off your like a duck's back.
Yeah, let it roll off you like water off a duck's back, Just ain't nothing. It's just we're in our natural habitat. It comes with the territory. Niggas gonna talk they shit. And then again, say you out and about on your lonesome and a nigga just try to come press you.
Matthew 10:16.
You got to remember that you got a spiritual light shining on you, and all these people are fucking demons. So they gonna test you because you're the light and they're not, and they're Satan, and that's it. And all you got to do is stand the test, stand your ground, pray, or just get out of the situation, quell the situation.
Be blameless, man.
Be blameless.
Because the beautiful part about that, like Zion had brought out, is we're in a when we preach on Saturdays, we're in a predominantly Amalekite location.
We among the enemy.
But you even had restaurant owners coming out
seeing
if we were all right, because they know we come out there just to preach the word.
Damn agitated.
We don't cause no problems and we leave.
Yeah.
So when that fucking agent provocateur came up, they knew that it had nothing to do with us.
Yeah. He was in his feelings. Right. So there you go. Oh, and then like it tells in the scriptures, if a fool is like acting crazy, let him bear it alone. Like, you don't want to be looked at as a fool getting into his folly and shit. Like, you see how that dude was bugging out and we just let him bug out. And we was all looking like, look at what this dude. And everybody's looking at like, this dude was bugging out, man. But if we got with him, like, if we got out there with him, then we'd be looking crazy as hell. But go ahead.
I got a quick precept. This is the book of Ephesians.
Oh, did you finish that out?
It was this latter part of it. It says that you may know how you ought to answer every man.
Yeah, because there's a way of answering. Man, sometimes you can answer them with like a smirk, and then just kind of like throw back what they were saying to you. Like what'd you say? You say something. Oh yeah. Oh, such and such. This is what you doing? I ain't into it. Oh yeah, we doing a little video. Oh no, that's cool, man. I ain't really got enough time for all that. Maybe ask somebody else around here. Maybe they might want to do it. But you say I don't fucking do it. The way you say it makes them get agitated.
And also, sometimes you gotta take the low, man.
Yeah.
So, you got it, man. Hey, you a bitch. Like,
all right, man.
Yeah. All right, have a good day, bro.
Okay.
Just walk on.
I like don't say it again, because it's like if you do, then none of these people in the store can help you. You know,
Right.
Depending on how close the guy is, where he is, what's going on, like is a certain way you can do certain things, and then kind of have other people looking at you like, what the fuck going on?
You
man?
also got to remember, man, these people out here that aren't in tune in the spirit, they got demons on them, man. These demons know exactly what to say and what to do to get you to pop off, man.
Yeah.
And of course, in the heat of the moment, it's easier said than done. But that's part of the conditions.
That's why we pray without ceasing. So
right.
like,
No, you're exactly right. That's part of the conditions of the battle, man. You know.
Yeah, and brothers, elders too, and apostles, whoever, man, we all got to go out here armored up. Why you think the Apostle RAWCHAA says before you get in your car, before the key hits the ignition, you pray. When you go into the store, praying, anoint your head with oil, be fully armored up, ready for anything. We on the battlefield everywhere we go. It ain't never a time of peace, you know. So and then you got people with demons on them hunting us, and they know who we are. Well, the demons know who we are. Well, you got to look at it like that. Like whatever altercation or interaction I come into contact with is either going to be a good interaction or a bad one. This could either be an enemy against the cross or an ally that needs to hear a word of confirmation.
Yeah,
go ahead. Huh?
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5, beginning at verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Not as fools, because what is a fool? He that believeth that there is no power. You're being watched by the angels. You're being watched by the Lord. You know, I've been into a lot of altercations that could have went further, but I use the Lord every time. I curse niggas out in the name of the Lord. Like, hey, the Lord gonna deal with you. Or I would hit them with, I made the Lord judge between me and you. They didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, but I knew. And then they might go back, oh shit. They might go back to
you wanted to get down,
book of set. Yeah, book of set. Oh yeah, another nigga I wanted to get down with, but I had to hit him with the script. I was like, hey, the Lord gonna deal with you. You got a bad name in the heavens, nigga, you know? Because you threatening me? Oh nah, the threat's already been made. Once your foot hit this hollow ground, you was already done. And I hit him with just that. That bugged him out. He don't know what the hell is going on. But it fucked him up. Because he's like, oh, this dude's talking to me. We could have got just down. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna talk to you. So you know that if I'm talking like this, and I'm calculated in what I'm saying, or best believe if we get down, I'm going to be calculated with every move I make. So you make the choice. Instead of just, Jake will get carnal with another Jake. Jake just think you a nigga from the block.
Right.
But if you talking to him, oh, shit. Like, you might have to consider this dude smarter than I thought. Like, this dude is calculated and shit. He might fuck me up. And like BARAK says, you can run into anybody on the street. You don't know what they doing.
Right.
You don't know what they training. You don't know what they know. Just leave shit alone. Even us in the truth, you don't know who the fuck these people are. You don't know what they know. So don't act like you high and mighty and you the baddest dude on the planet Earth. Even David had to use wisdom in certain instances. He's the greatest warrior to hit the planet Earth, but he still had to be political at times, diplomatic. Yeah. He had to get up out of situations. It looked like it was bitch made, so to speak, to niggas in the world. But he asked the Lord, should I flee or you gonna deliver them? Lord's like, get out of there. They gonna deliver you up. Was that a bitch move? Nah, that was a smart move.
Right.
Go ahead, huh?
It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
So redeem the time. Give your attention to things that's gonna help the apostles, brothers, our history, ways to move, how our forefathers move. Different movies and shows like James Bond, fucking the Peaky Blinders, different like heroes and major characters, the way they moved in certain situations, it be giving you like ideas for videos. Like, man, that dude moved cold, man. Shit remind me how David moved or how Joseph moved. And you can always relay these shows back to the scriptures. Where do you think they get them from? From the Bible, from our forefathers, how they moved, how they was in dire situations, but the way they thought got them out of situation. Like, we know the living power. He gonna get me out of this situation. I have the power of prayer. Prayer is gonna get me out of this situation. I have cunning, but I can use cunning in the righteous way and not in the wicked way to get out of this situation. Why do you think YAHAWASHI said, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove? That's a spirit thing.
This is verse 17. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Ooh, is that the will of the Lord? Is it the will of the Lord to beat a nigga's ass? Because he talking shit about your mama or your girl or your daughter gonna have my ride or whatever the fuck, man. Yeah, I know brothers might get carnal with that, but put it in the hands of the Lord like, hey, man, you can hit him with a scripture. When a nigga opens wide his mouth, he called it for strokes. So that's in Proverbs. It's like if a nigga talking this shit, he just calling for an ass whooping. But I ain't gonna be the dude to do it. The Lord gonna do it to you. He gonna do you way worse than me. Because the loudest dude in the room is who? The weakest. So let the dude talk and yell and scream and shout. And you be the quiet guy and just get on, man. Just walk around this clown. Go ahead, up.
I got one. This is 1 Peter 5:8. And it reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil...
Vigilant.
Like it. And that word sober goes into being calm and collected in the spirit, being temperate, dispassionate, and circumspect.
Dispassionate.
But you can't be overly emotional. You see, that's what part of being sober is. You see?
God.
It says, as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
See, Satan knows who he can get at. You know? With a certain bro, hey, man, I had pent up anger, man. Shit, I was just... Go hit the bag, man. Go run. Go work out. Go join a dojo. Go beat a woman down. You know what I mean. Because I say that, see, he haven't came beat no women. Nah, demon. That's slang. That's Jake talk for you already know. For the wrestling. Side control, full mount. You know what I'm talking about. Inside joke.
Nigga squats.
Nigga squats. Yeah, inside.
Bring out that Matthew King.
Let me get this real quick. The book of Colossians, chapter 4, verses 5 and 6.
We just read it, right?
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm tripping.
That's spirit. The spirit.
My bad.
Hey, the spirit.
Walk with wisdom?
Yeah, walk with wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, that sounds good. Let me get that. Already brought it.
Hey, but that's the spirit. The spirit wanted it to come.
Good.
But that's how you know that's an important scripture right there. Those two.
Good.
It's like you got to walk in a certain way to people that are without this ministry or don't know who the fuck we are. They got to be like, man, them dudes move cold, cool, and collect. This brother seen it. This brother seen when we was out how quickly all the security and everybody that was of no jumped to my aid and not the aid of this demon.
You got a good report.
Because it's a good report. Like, I moved through this place, honorably. So when I come with other people or a group of people, if I say I come with my lady or children or something, they gonna jump to the aid even more. Like, oh man, y'all with his people. Now we gotta secure him and everybody that he with. And whoever try to come up against, oh yeah, get that dude. I that guy right there. But like you said, brothers have good reports wherever we go. We're not just unruly and we can't be told nothing and we just assholes, But I'm gonna play the clip and then we gonna continue. You got something else?
Just the brother called for this. This is real quick. It's right to the point. Matthew 10 and 16, red letter, so words of our Lord and Savior YAHAWASHI. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Ooh. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
You see, because a dove will float off and get out of there. A dove is like real light and be gone. But a serpent is like, because always be in that coil position. Like, if I have to strike his ass, I will, but I don't want to. And that's exactly what happened when I was out with this bro. I knew what I could do, but I just clenched. I got ready, but then that's when everybody else to jump to the aid. This brother's right there. I was like, all right, cool. Let's pull out. That's my way out. Because I could have just stalled off on Jake right then. But I backed up. Jake got close, and I clenched the fist and let him know, like, it's about that time. And that's when the fucking security, everybody's like, man, y'all cool, man, y'all straight. Like, yeah, man, this dude, talk to him, man. He's bugging. And then they got on. Like, what's the situation? What really went down? That dude had to explain what was going down. And they told me, like, all right, yeah, okay. I was all right, cool. Got on. That was it. It wasn't like I got kicked out or thrown out. It was we left on our own volition.
That's right.
I'm gonna play this this clip from James Bond. How how he was talking to old girl. And old girl was getting on him, like getting at him, like saying underhanded shit. And he kept coming back with something else for her ass. And he was never out of character. He kept his frame the whole time. So you can learn something from a lot of these movies, like the Born Identities, the James Bond movies, Peaky Blinders. How he was in certain situations, like fucking gun to this dude's head, but he looking like yeah, he kind of like he's keeping poise, like he's keeping his composure, and he's just looking like. I was like, brothers can move like that because we know who's controlling everything. Right. This dude don't know the Lord like we know him, but in the show he's just like calm, like you're not gonna pull that trigger because I'm too important of a person, and if you want to know what I know, killing me ain't gonna fucking get you those answers. So we gotta understand, like, all right, if this dude's getting at me, whatever he's going to do, the Lord ain't going to permit that because what I'm doing in this world is more important than what this nigga is doing. So the Lord's going to more likely take him out than take me out. But if I move carnally, then the Lord is justified taking me and this nigga out because he's a demon. I'm going to play this clip.
I'm the money.
Every penny of it.
The Treasury has a great stake you in the game.
Vespa. I did hope you gave your parents hell for that.
Thank you. Your boss must be well connected. I've never seen so much go out the door so quickly.
Not quite so stylishly. May I ask you where it is?
10 million was wired to your account in Montenegro, with a contingency for 5 more if I deem it a prudent investment. I suppose you've given some thought to the notion that if you lose, our government will have directly financed terrorism.
Hey, you see what she said? She said, do you not know that all the money that we wiring to you, and if you lose it in this gamble, because he had to, go play the poker, say if you use it, then our government is going to be to be dealing with terrorism and fraud. Now, like you said, if you fuck up, just you, the whole body is we all go down and shit. Like, what? Damn. Oh, shit, man. I knew they was terrorists, man. They beating people up in the store.
We've seen it in actual acts where you'll see, say the person does a terrible thing, a quote-unquote mass shooting or whatever. Mm-hmm. They don't say a Christian or a Catholic when it did it, but the moment that Jake does something, he was once known of the HB. Right. You see what I'm saying? They'll link our whole ministry to one thing incident, but they don't do that with other people in the world. So we've seen it, and it's funny because it might be a Yah nigga or the deacon, right? Which he really a Christian, but he just putting fringes on. Like all these people that so-called agents. That they say they're among us. They ain't never been among us, right, man. Right. They don't move like how we move. They also not teach what we teach. Sakari, like Sakari knows our ways, but the nigga was always still a hood street nigga. Mm-hmm. So it's like, but they don't blame the hood. Right. Like see the hood. See, we got this is a problem. See, this is what we got to do. This guy tried to do the right thing, turn to God, didn't work out. We got to destroy the hood. See, they ain't gonna say that. But like you said, one of us does one thing that so-called among us, right? Then we're all blamed and shit. That's it. Had to play a little bit more.
What looks good? So you're telling me it's a matter of probability and odds? I was worried there was some chance involved.
Well, any of you seem to play with the best hand wins.
So that will be what you call bluffing.
You've heard the term. Then you'll also know that in poker you never play your hand. You play the man across from you.
And you're good at reading people.
Yes, I am. Which is why I've been able to detect an undercurrent of sarcasm in you.
That's it. See? He knew. He said you don't play your hand, you play the man directly across from you. Mm-hmm. That's who you... And like you said, in that altercation between him, it might have been other people in the vicinity in the store, but you're not playing your hand. You can't let this dude know exactly who you are. You can't let him pull your strings, but you play the man directly across from you. However he's moving, you move the same way. Like, all right. Like you said, take the low.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
You know you're going to say shit to provoke you, but you got to take the low, though. Like, all right, man. Whatever. Even throw the hands up like this here.
Like you get it.
Like you got it, and then everybody around you will see like, hey, he threw up the hands like he was good. So if the nigga does more, that's why everybody's gonna be on your side because you already threw up the hands like the white flag. Like I'm good, man. You still hostile against me. I already threw my hands up. Like BARAK said, they get an arm's distance, right? If I throw the hands up and you get close, I have the access to bah. I gave you all that space, so if you breach that space, then I have the means to fuck you up, But you got it out, bro's got something else?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, and the headline reads, "Stay focused on wisdom." Proverbs 4, verses 26 and 27 says, "Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil." So if you're in a position to get away from a potential bad situation, the Lord is going to provide an avenue for you to do that. You don't have to stand there and just politic with someone back and forth, especially when they're being carnal, man.
Yeah. And what was that?
Proverbs 4, verses 26 to 27.
Okay, read that again.
Proverbs 4, verse 26. "Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established."
Let them be established. Like you got to know what you're doing. You got to know. You really got to know what area you're in. You got to kind of calculate who Jake is. This is an ugly carnal nigga. Avoid his ass. This is a damn sodomite. Get away from him. This is a damn adulterous ass woman that's married. Fucking you got to just everybody wherever you go. Know who's who. And if Jake do come up to a lot of times, you just got to be like, just like that. Like Jake will know, like, man, you don't want to be bothered.
Right.
But it's like, you got to know like hand movements and body language. Like, and Jake will know, like, oh shit, you don't want to be bothered, see? Or having headphones on. That's why I always go around, I ain't stupid, like brothers say, don't have both your headphones in. But that is a way to get motherfuckers out of the way. I have one in, and then I know, put the other one in, he know, oh yeah, this dude want to be fucked with, all right, cool. And then they'll go their way. And that's like, you ain't probably even listening to nothing, but you just avoided a fucking conversation with Jake or anybody that you didn't want to have. Just by body language, like body language show, oh yeah, this dude don't want to be bothered, or he's in his own world. We gonna leave him alone. We gonna leave him be. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, "Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil."
There ain't no other. You can't turn right or left. You just remove your foot from the evil that's already there. Pull back. Like, oh shit, I got too far in. In too deep. Let me pull back. And find another direction to go in. That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go back to where we started. We didn't read all those verses. What is it? Ecclesiastes 10. We're gonna read all the way down through there and close with that.
This is back in the Apocrypha in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10. We start at verse. Okay, so I'm picking up at verse 12. It says, "The beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High."
You hear that, you listeners? If you're proud, you're not with the Lord no more. You can't remove your foot from the evil. You in the evil. Because the Lord is the one that be like, pull back, and he's redirecting you somewhere else. Like, hey, get up out, boom, go this way. Like footwork. You know how you be working with a boxer? You in there? And some dudes get so comfortable in there, they be just wanting to throw punches. And then your corner be like, hit him with the 1-2 and pull out and fucking go another direction. Don't stay in there. Don't stay in the pocket. Get out and choose a direction you going left or right. And when you punch, go either left or right and get out and get off the line with this dude so he can get discombobulated. But if you up in there with him exchanging, then he gonna fucking start exchanging. You can't stay in there with him forever, because he's eventually gonna get the point like, all right, this dude throwing, now I'm gonna throw. Same thing when you exchanging words, you gotta find an out. Like, let me get up out of here. This dude is getting escalated, it's getting heated. I don't want to get to that point. Let me be the one to change direction. Go ahead, huh?
Says, and his heart is turned away from his maker.
And your mind is turned away from, because in your carnal mind, you ain't thinking about the Lord no more. You just thinking about, I'm going to stall off on this nigga. I'm going to beat his ass now. You ain't thinking about what the Lord will want you to do. Like, hey, man, what's going on? Go ahead, huh?
For pride is the beginning of sin.
Dang.
And he that hath it shall pour out abomination.
You only going to do bullshit, carnal shit, that to a nigga, oh, man, that's cool, man. But two brothers, we going to be like, what the fuck, bro? Fuck is that? That's bullshit right there. Oh, no, but you already... The brother think we going to take his side. Nah, bro, that was bugged out. You Satan. You a demon. What the fuck going on? Now it look bad on all our ends. Well, did you get any victory out of this shit? Nah, you didn't. Nah. Now you all fucked up. Go ahead, all right?
And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities.
And the Lord going to have to get you back for that. If he doesn't kill you, he will have to chastise you for your insolence, for your move without counsel.
Lack of judgment.
Yeah, Lord's always going to get... He might kill the young nigga or the person in question that you like, oh, well, he got me there. He got me to that level. All right. Lord going to take this nigga out. He in the prison. He dead. You going to get chastised, though, because you know better. Lord may not kill you, but he's going to whoop your ass for being stupid. Go ahead, huh?
And overthrew them utterly.
Damn.
The Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes.
Do you hear that? So proud niggas sat on the throne, but they was thrown the fuck down. And who took their stead?
And set up the meek in their stead.
And set up one better than them, the meek. One that's better than you, one that would, in that same situation, would have moved totally different. Like, man, all right, man. You got it, whatever, bro. You want to say all of that? And somebody else, I would have just told the dude, you know how Jake talk his shit? About, all right, bro, I don't really give a fuck what you saying. I know Mandarin, nigga. You talking Puerto Rican to me. But hey, the next person you say some shit like that to, you may not walk away alive, bro. So you better be careful the words you speak. You lucky you came across me and not somebody worse than me, because your ass would have been dead. You just gotta tell Jake that, because Jake don't know. He be like, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool as a cucumber. But another dude, it might just be his day. And it might be your day too to see the Lord. So be careful how you talking, bro. Fuck, because you know young Jay be talking this bullshit, this IG shit. You know, I was like, man, Jake, you gotta teach Jake, like, you don't say shit like that, bro. Back in my day, you say some shit like that, you get slapped across the room by your mama, by your grandmama, by the neighbor's fucking kids, by the neighbor himself. You know, go ahead, Huck.
Says the Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations.
Yeah, all the nations that was once here that were proud, these ancient kingdoms and rulerships, they're gone. Because pride got to their head and the Lord sent a great cataclysm and thrown their ass down. And now they ruins and fucking wonders of the world and shit where you can go visit. The motherfuckers that once ruled them ain't there. There's just the damn relics of what once was. Because pride destroyed the world that then was by the flood. And then the Lord destroyed all those nations that became proud, including our nation. He threw us down, divided the kingdom, split it up. And now through meekness and being humble and having faith, the Lord is restoring that kingdom. Go ahead, huh?
And planted the lowly in their place.
There it is. The Lord is always going to choose the better. Oh, yeah, you proud? All right, you out. The lowly, they going to take your place. Go ahead, huh?
The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth.
They through. They gone. Dead and gone. Go ahead, huh? He
took some of them away and destroyed them and have made their memorial to cease from the earth.
There's certain nations ain't even around no more, bro. What the fuck? Philistine, what's that? You don't even know where the hell they at. They're around, but they're not known as that anymore. Like with the Philistines, what the fuck is that? Or Amalek, who the hell is that?
Well, we know who
they are. Yeah, we know who they are. But hey, but you know, but you know what? Because it's like it's to the point that even Israel don't even know who they are. That's how much the Lord had destroyed certain nations to the foundation where they ain't even remembered no more. I mean, these nations are still around, but in name they've been erased.
Right.
That's the power of the Lord. But through the Spirit of the Lord and His men those names are coming back into the earth, like Amalek, Israel, who's Yarshala, who's the Philistines, who's Ham, who's Japheth, who's Ammon, who's Moab. All that's coming back into the earth through the men of the Lord, bringing that remembrance back to the earth. The people are still around, obviously, but the names of these people, the stigma of these people has been erased over the millennium. Go ahead.
Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman.
You see that, bro? That's why wars in this modern time, bro, in the time of pride, have been traumatic as hell. World War I, World War II, these other skirmishes, battles, the Civil War. These was wars fought for money, the bankers and shit like that. That's why the wars of old, the soldiers didn't return from those wars traumatized and shit by the shit they seen. They came back kind of cool, like, all right, yeah, we good. But the wars now in this time leaves you all fucked up because you're moving off your own fury. Go ahead.
They that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed.
That's the point.
They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed.
Deceivable. Damn. So Satan gonna come hunt you because you can be deceived. Because you transgress the commandments of the Lord. Go ahead.
Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable.
Right? You think, oh, I got a higher rank. I should be on point. Like, nah, bro. The Lord is going to see in his eyes the one that's truly worthy of honor. And it ain't got to be the firstborn or the elder. All right? It could be the lowliest brother in the camp. Like, that brother got a mind after my own mind like David. That's why the Lord said the feeble among us is going to be like David in that day. Because what made David was his mind, was his spirit, not all his accolades of being a warrior and a musician and a prophet and a priest and things of that nature, or a shepherd. It was his mind was fully connected to the Lord. He had the same mind as the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 20 again. Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes.
I like that. In his eyes. I like that. I said that. Keep going.
The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority.
This is it. So the fear of the Lord, you get the authority when you have the fear of the Lord. But if you become a nigga and think I'm untouchable and the Lord's with me, all right, like the nigga that got pulled out of his car and shit, screaming on the name, but he didn't listen to the cop, the authority. Remember that dude that was screaming?
Got dragged by his dreadlocks.
You ain't that fool out of his car, bro. It just goes to show you it doesn't matter if you think you're untouchable. You can be touched. That's why you have to move in the spirit of the Lord. It changes, it moves, it flows. You got to flow with it. Go ahead.
But roughness and pride is the losing thereof.
That's it. Go ahead.
Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord.
That's it. Woo! Now get quickly. David moved wisely in all his ways. And then we're going to get, was there ever a man born like unto Joseph? And then we're going to get where Joseph said, you did these things for evil, but the Lord did them for good. And we're going to end it with that. Just moving wise. Because we got to know at the end of it, we going to win. The Lord ain't going to let these wicked ass niggas that have done us wrong or stole shit from us or belittled us or said things about us, he ain't going to let them get away. We just got to suffer it right now. We got to suffer the chastisement and the ass whooping because we messed up. And when you got it, brother, let me know when you find it.
I got it. Want me to get straight to the point? So 1 Samuel, the 18th chapter, verse 14. And it reads, and David behaved himself wisely in all his ways, and the Lord YAHAWASHI was with him.
Ooh, okay. Now, go up a little bit beyond that point. So you were in 1 Samuel.
The 18th chapter.
Okay.
The point is in 14. So I'm going to start a little bit above that.
A little bit above it, bro. Let's see. Where? Yeah, go start at 5. And the point was in where?
14.
Okay, so read 5 and then jump
to 10
and jump to 9. Well, no, actually, let's just read straight through, bro. This is the reason. David was he already knew what the fuck was going on. You don't think he knew? But then Saul was thinking something else, and David had to move even more precise. Go ahead, huh?
It's 1 Samuel 18:5, and it reads, and David went out wheresoever Saul sent him, and behaved himself wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war, and he was accepted in the sight of all the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants. Verse 6, and it came to pass, as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, that the women came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul with tabrets.
But you see that to meet the king. He was out there to meet David, man. But he just on his horse, riding back from the battle. This is what it is. It's just like you got to look at it like David. David wasn't thinking about the women singing or what niggas is gonna say to you when they in the heat. Don't listen to them. You gotta be high above what these niggas is talking about. Go ahead,
with joy and with instruments of music. Verse 7, and the women answered one another as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands and David his 10,000s.
Man, that's it.
Verse 8, and Saul was very wroth.
Why was he mad though? They were singing for him too. And it's like, bro, you would want your army to be better than you. Like, hey, man, we won. I want the men under me to do greater than me. Go ahead,
reading on verse 8, and Saul was very, very wroth and saying, and the saying displeased him. And he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands. And what can he have more but the kingdom?
Oh, man, you see that? So if you let a carnal nigga get in your mind and have you get carnal on him, what more can he have of you but the kingdom? He gonna take your kingdom from you. He gonna take your crown from you. You gonna allow this low-level 2/3 nigga to take your kingdom from you, man? Because that was a saying that was always said when Solomon was speaking about Adonijah. Adonijah was trying to be slick and get the kingdom from Solomon, right, through his mother, to get old girl that was supposed to give David heat, right, before he died, but he didn't get heat. And then Solomon, he pinpointed it. He's like, what more can this man want but the kingdom? If he gets this woman and gets my okay, what more can he want but the kingdom? So Solomon already peeped, this nigga want my kingdom. But he was already too wise, and he's like, put this dude to death, man. Damn, but you see? You got to know that Jake is here for your kingdom, man. He wants you to fail. If he knows that you fell out the truth, I'm just an ugly nigga anyway. I'm gonna die, my nigga. But then he know he got you. Now you through. Like, damn, you in the prison house. You through. Damn, you out the truth or whatever. Yeah, he won. Jake don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm a nigga. I'm a demon. Yeah, demon time, right? You looking at it like, what the fuck, man? What did I do? How did I get here? Go ahead, Doc.
Reading on 1 Samuel 18:9, it reads, and Saul eyed David from that day and forward.
Man. So niggas are gonna eye you. Whether you move right or whether you move wrong. Whether you go into a certain establishment and they know you, or you go into an establishment and you act like a damn ass, they gonna eye you from that day forward. So make it a point to move wisely and not like a nigga. Because they seen niggas. They seen Jake coming there be a demon, bump Cardi B, bitches on the table probably twerking. But then you come in there, they're like, where you from? And if they do ask where you from, that's good. Because you stand out. You're like, they ain't like these other people. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 10, and it came to pass on the morrow that the evil spirit from YAHAWASHI came upon Saul. And he prophesied in the midst of the house. And David played with his hand as at other times. And there was a javelin in Saul's hand. Verse 11. Verse 11. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice.
Yeah.
Verse 12. And Saul was afraid of David.
Now the picture of that javelin as words. Didn't get you the first time, avoided it. Threw it at you again, avoided it, and dipped out. So a picture, because this is a actual javelin being thrown at this man. all it's being thrown at you is some punk ass words. You gonna just be bugged out by some words? This is a javelin that was gonna kill David. This is an actual weapon. You see how big that javelin was on the show, bro? That shit was huge, bro. Like, God damn. So you just got some weak ass words being thrown at you. You can't even handle that. You're bugging out. Go ahead, Art.
1 Samuel 18:12, and it reads, and Saul was afraid of David.
Yeah, because David didn't, he avoided it, and he didn't flinch, really like, oh, shit. He knew, like, remember in the show, who, did Samuel choose you? No, God chose me. But that's when he knew he was through, because he thought Samuel, someone carnal chose David, and David was like, no, Samuel didn't choose me. It was the Lord. So that made Saul think in the spirit, like, oh, shit, the Lord chose him. It wasn't Samuel betraying me or being a rebel. It's the Lord's program. It was the Lord's program. So that put
even David, he moved wisely by keeping his foot. He got out of there.
Yeah, he got up on.
When he saw the evil, you know.
Yeah, oh, and he hid himself. Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 12 again from the top. It reads, and Saul was afraid of David because the Lord YAHAWASHI was with him.
Woo!
And was departed from Saul.
Oh, man. See? So when you move wisely and let the other person move carnally, the Lord is with you and the Lord is departed from that person. That get them super scared. Like, oh, shit. Oh. Because they don't know what you're going to do. They expecting you to get carnal like they getting carnal. But when you don't, they're like, oh, shit. That makes them more bug out more. Go ahead.
Verse 13, therefore Saul removes him from him and made him his captain over 1,000.
You see what he did? He's like, man, get this dude up out of here, man. The more he around me, the more I bug out. So that's when niggas flee or leave, or they be like, I don't want to be around his company. This dude, the God is with this guy. Go ahead.
Reading on. And it says, and he went out and came in before the people.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14, and David behaved himself wisely in all his ways.
Woo.
And the Lord YAHAWASHI was with him.
Woo! Next verse.
Verse 15, and wherefore when Saul saw that he behaved himself very wisely, he was afraid of him.
Boom. That's where the fear comes. You want them to be afraid of not what you can do, but who you serve. That was the indicator that even Saul knew, oh, shit. The Lord is with him, and that made him more afraid. Now let's go to that point where it said, was there any young men born like Joseph? And we're going to get the last account, that'll be it.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, back in the Apocrypha, chapter 49, verse 15. It says, neither was there a man born like unto Joseph, a governor of his brethren, a stay of the people, whose bones were regarded of the Lord.
Ooh, that's it. And then read verse 16 too.
It says, verse 16, Sem and Seth were in great honor among men, and so was Adam above every living thing in the creation.
And who was Adam? YAHAWASHI. So it's pinpointing great men that moved different ways in what you would think. Like, damn, they didn't move the way I would have thought, but yeah, look at these men are still remembered to this time. Now we're going to go to the account. Was that in Genesis?
It was 37. I don't know when to start.
Where it said, you sought out this for evil, but it's for good. Let's put posterity. Genesis 45. And read verse 2 on down. Genesis 45 to the point is in 8.
This is Genesis 45, beginning at verse 2. And it reads, and he wept aloud, and the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard.
Now this is Joseph weeping, crying like, man.
Verse 3, and Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph.
No, but say it with emphasis. When you get to that point, I am Joseph. It's like he would have said it in a like, it's all fucked up. Like, you know how you be shaking and stuff when you really like emotional about something. And he'll say, I am Joseph. And they're like, oh, and And it's, oh, snap. That's when they got bugged out. Go ahead, out.
And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph. Doth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence.
It's
shit. This is Joseph.
Yeah.
Thought he was dead.
Oh, and then they knew he could have killed us at any time. He's the Lord of the land.
He was supplanting them the whole time.
Yeah, he's the ruler of the world at this time, bro. Go ahead, out.
Verse 4, and Joseph said unto his brethren, come near to me, I pray you.
Mm-hmm.
And they came near, and he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. Verse 5, now therefore be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves.
Because Jake was going to be mad and angry with themselves at how they acted a whole ass and a fool with you. You don't even worry about that. Because the last time you might have moved cold, and they see you again, oh man, my bad shit, I came at you foul and shit. Damn. And they going to be like fucked up about it. But don't even worry about it. And they going to be even like, oh shit, what I would have done,
right, it was
what you did. See?
You don't hold no grudge.
Yep.
Damn.
Read none that you sold me hither, for YAHAWASHI did send me before you to preserve life.
Woo.
Verse 6, for these 2 years have the famine been in the land, and yet there are 5 years, in the which there are neither be earing nor harvest. Verse 7, and YAHAWASHI sent me before you to preserve you a posterity in the earth, and to save your lives by a great deliverance.
Ooh, last verse.
Verse 8, so now it was not you that sent me hither, but YAHAWASHI.
The same with the demons that might come fuck with you. It wasn't this nigga on his own volition coming to you. The Lord sent him to you to test you. Ooh, there it is.
And he hath made me Slakia, and he hath made me a father to Pharaoh, and the Lord of all his house, and a ruler throughout all the land of Egypt.
Whoo! So by Joseph not being a demon to his brothers, he preserved life, and then he was a father to Pharaoh. He waited. He did wrong, fucked up, lied on. But it came the time where Pharaoh had that dream and Joseph was lifted. Like, all right, now is your time to do what I need you to do. Now, if you move carnally before your time, how you ever going to get to where Joseph was? Like, shit, you might have to talk to your boy Putin or your man DJ. Or you might be among governors and kings and they going to be asking you like, but if you get into a fight with a nigga you in prison now, your whole trajectory went left when you could have been on the road to one day you're going to run into this dude DJ and you're going to tell him what I want you to tell him. But then you got to fight with a nigga in the grocery store. You ain't never going to meet DJ now. That trajectory went this way. And the Lord got another brother. And he's like, all right, I'm going to send him to go talk to this dude. I want this guy to go talk to him. But look what he did. I can't use him no more.
Remember, we're like chess pieces. The Lord moves us accordingly.
Dang. That's it, bro. But yeah, bro, that's pretty much the end of the lesson. Brothers had any closing words? Just move wisely, brothers, and look at our history of how our forefathers and the kings and the different men of the Lord moved in dire situations. They're like, man, all they had to bank on was the Lord. And even when they did find themselves in a carnal situation like a battle or war, they took the low, so to speak, as what they would tell you in this world, the low. But really taking the low is the smartest thing you can do, because just like in chess, every move you make, there's always a counter move. You may lose a crucial piece, and that just changed the whole course of the game right there, because you made a impulsive reaction to a move instead of calculating and thinking it out. Like, well, let me lose this little piece, and it ain't gonna really do me no harm. Instead of losing this big piece, now the whole course of the game has changed, and I'm on the course of losing instead of on the course of winning. But with that, we're going to close out. We're going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors, as always, to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well and continue to do so. Lord's willing, this was an edifying lesson. Much love to you brothers out there. Keep up the fight. To you sisters doing that, which is becoming the women, Shalawam. And to those that are addicted unto this ministry, we say Shalawam. On to the next one.
Shalawam.
Shalawam.